Yeah, so this is going to be episode 5 of the TrueMotive TV. You see behind me, we worked on the engine bay, got a lot cleaned up, and we started working on the motor. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. You'll see the process, how all this got done. So on this episode, you're going to check it out. We're going to be pulling the motor, pulling the B20 out, and we'll be putting it to the side so we can work on this engine bay. Out, y'all. So basically what I'm going to do now is get the motor pushed to the side, and I'm going to clean up this engine bay here and get everything red. It's actually going to be blue. So the first video I said it was going to be gray. We're actually going to do it blue to match the wheels. Everything off this firewall needs to go, so I will be in much busy work today. So yeah, this is what we're doing on the Civic right now. The TrueMotive Civic is supposed to be released around February, probably mid-February. Everything will be finished. We'll have it ready to go. Looking, maybe trying to get about 250 all motor once we get this B20 all built up. We got a couple leaks I need to take care of. Probably forge the internals, do some cam gears, get everything set up. So here's what we're working with. So potato phone shot here. When pulling all this off the firewall, you're gonna definitely get to your fuel filter, fuel lines. Don't worry about it too much. It's not as hard as it looks, but I will definitely say I got my fuel filter already off here. But in the process, it's a great time to go ahead and change your fuel filter anyway. I mean, you got it off. We will be pulling the brake lines as well, so you will have to bleed your brakes anyway. So why not go ahead and change those too, since everything's getting pulled off. So definitely one thing, if you're trying to do this and do custom engine bay, all that stuff, look into your maintenance items as well. Go ahead and inspect your brake lines. All my brake lines are pretty good. Fuel lines pretty solid. No noticeable rust or leak points at all. I will need to flush that junk out of there. It's nice and black. Your brake fluid's not supposed to be black, so that'll get flushed. And hopefully all this turns out pretty well. So I'm got all my lines and everything somewhat out the way. I'm actually going to paint over, can't really see it, but I got my proportioner valve right here for the brakes. I'm just going to go ahead and paint over that. That way it kind of blends in, so you don't see these dirty lines and dirty valve just sitting there. That way it blends in with the firewall. I know it sounds sketchy, but whenever it's done, it will all look nice and uniform. So right now I'm doing the cleanup process. I got my handy dandy custom degreaser. Once again, that's Fabuloso and Dawn soap. You mix it up really good with some nice hot water. Get it in a spray bottle or a bucket, whatever. I'm going to get all the dirt out of here. Try to get this thing cleaned up really well. I got my wire brushes, nylon brushes, degreaser, and even sandpaper for the prep. So here we go. One thing with this Fabuloso Dawn mix, it is safe for rubber hoses. Rather than most degreasers are not very rubber friendly. So sorry about my coughs, guys. So moving on, so I got that sprayed down in the engine bay. One thing, every time I pull a motor, I like to clean it up a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and spray down the engine block. That way we can get all the old grease off and everything. We will be fixing the leaks anyway, so it's good to make sure that we have all that cleaned up, right? Especially if you're building a show car like me. About 30 to 45 minutes since I put on the degreaser. Got my ice cold Mountain Dew, keep me going. So now what I'm going to do is take some water, clean off as much as I can with the water, and then start scrubbing. I have a water hose at my house, so what I did, I take a bottle of water, take me a razor and put me a nice little hole here. Just a small one. It'll get you just enough pressure to spray off a lot of the dirt. So you get in here and start spraying real good, and then it starts just kind of running off. Everything's just falling off on its own. So yeah, there's the tip there. The degreaser's pretty good. It gets through most dirt. So there you guys go. I really need to get a better camera. But here we go, y'all. Got the engine bay first base coat done. We'll be clear coating tomorrow. It's Saturday night. I think it was probably about 3 hours ago when you guys heard me talk about the prep and degreaser. So got a lot done. Within 3 hours I got it all sanded down and painted, and we are ready for clear coat come tomorrow when everything's dry. What you see now is 2 full cans of satin blue spray paint. Yes, spray paint. And you will never know the difference. So let this thing cure overnight, get all dry and whatnot. And I really don't even want to put the gloss over it. It's just so gorgeous. I mean, this turned out really well. But I'm still going to do the gloss anyway. You know, got to have that high gloss, something I can detail and make shine. But this is what we got, and it looks phenomenal. I mean, damn. So I just got the clear coat laid down. It should be nice and shiny. If it's not, I got plenty more clear coat I can lay until it is. So while that's drying, what I'm actually working on now is cleaning up this valve cover here. I'm actually going to custom paint that as well. So getting all the black paint off of it right now, and then we're going to polish it up, get it painted. Probably going to do it the primer gray with a gloss over the top. That way it doesn't throw off the blue of the engine bay. While in process of that though, you know, whenever we're pulling the valve cover off and everything else, we're going to go ahead and break down the motor, re-gasket everything, inspect the internals. Hopefully everything's good. I'll probably go ahead and throw some new internals in it anyway, considering I got to do the timing job and everything as well, put some APR head studs in it, and yeah, so we're done with the engine bay, moving on to the engine now. This thing, I got the gloss done. It's super glossy. Oh, I mean, it's finally dry. It's beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous. And me and Rome, we worked on the engine a bit. I'm gonna come back here in a little bit and get more done, but Rome helped me out to get this thing all polished up. Still got a little bit to go, lots of cleaning to do.
90%, all me up here.
Yeah. So it's amazing what a wire brush and some degreaser can actually knock out.
Wire brush.
So
sandpaper.
And like I said, spray paint. You'd never know the difference. Thanks for watching this episode 5. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe below. Also check out True Motive on Facebook. You'll see when all our products drop. We're looking towards early February to open up the company and release our True Motive EG hatch. So I hope you guys enjoy what you're watching. Be sure to subscribe. If you got any comments, feel free to comment and give us a couple likes.
I'm gonna be hella flavy, hella flavy, hella flavy. What that mean? That mean I'm flavoring it up. You motherfuckers wish I was that mean. You wish I was that green. Oh, I had to say it. I am pretty green. Shit, I'm looking like I'm sick. I'm making lips are sick. I'm making rounds coming out of my mouth when I'm no roasted and red. You motherfuckers wish I was ripped like a ripstick. But I'ma stay fucking fat. I like to eat it shit. Hey, what you know about a dude that be loving his fucking sex? I be eating them chorizo-ios. Hey, I like to chew. I like them super chewy. And what you gotta say is all I need is milk. Ooh-wee. Shit, I'm fat. I'm fat as a nutty buddy. You buddy, honey. What you know about making me a buddy? I'm that one dude that likes to eat a lot. And shit, I make it really creamy. That's not tell a lot.